at Tidy's church from Ocoee, Florida. And the verses I'm using today are Isaiah 40:10, John 16:33, and Hebrews 11:1. And the title of my sermon is Childlike Faith. A man rushed onto the plane, knowing that he was about to be late. When he got to his row, he saw he was in between two people. To his left was an older woman, and then to his right was a little girl about the age of 8 years old. He looked to the little girl and started a conversation with her, wondering why she was on a plane by herself. 30 minutes turned to an hour, and the pilot over the speakerphone said, "We're about to hit turbulence because we're going into a storm." And everybody's face on the plane had fear. The man looked, suddenly, the plane started to shake. It started to tip a little bit this way and a little bit that way. And the man looked to his left and saw the woman clutching her seat in fear. She was screaming out in fear and crying out. And the man slowly looked to the little girl and saw that she was coloring peacefully. She was sat there in all this chaos. She was sitting there, not a care in the world. And he realized the same fear that woman had, he had it on his face too. When the plane finally landed, the man looked at the little girl and asked, "Why weren't you afraid? All these grown-ups, all these people around you were scared, but you sat there in so much peace and faith." And the girl looked up and smiled and said, "Because I know who the pilot is. The pilot's my father. Wow. And because of that, I know I'm going to get home safely." Yeah. Faith is knowing God is there, even when we can't see him or feel him.
Come on.
True faith brings you peace. Yeah. This girl had no idea how a plane works or how her father could truly fly a plane, but she trusted that she was going to get home safely, and that's all she needed. And in the midst of the storm, we need to trust that God is there when we can't see him or feel him, because he will be there. And this girl couldn't see her father because she was all the way in the back in the row by herself, but she had faith. Isaiah 41:10, it says, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." Let me break it down. Fear not, for I am with you. In this 6-letter words, Isaiah tells us that fear not, because God is there. He's there in the midst of the storm. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. God is your God. Why are you troubled? Why are you dismayed? Do you not know who your father is? This little girl knew who her father was, and that's why she has so much faith. She knew she was going to get home safely. "I will strengthen you and I will help you." Our Father will be there to protect us in the midst of the storm. Whatever turbulence we're going through, he's going to be there. So trust that, because he will protect and support you through everything. "I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." Now this is good. The Father is powerful, but not only powerful, he's also so loving and he's so good. Yeah. And no matter what plane you enter into, you will eventually go on a plane and you will enter a storm and you will enter a turbulence. So you need to realize that the pilot, your father, has his righteous hand guiding that plane through that storm. Yeah. John 16:33. "I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." Yeah. This verse reminds us that in this world we will have trouble, whether it's financial issues, broken relationships, illness, or even our just day-to-day stress that we go through. But Jesus says, because I have overcome the world, you can overcome the world.
Come on. Yeah. That's good.
In Hebrews 11:1, it says, "Now faith is confident in what we hope for. It's assurance about what we do not see." We're not always going to see what God has for us. We're not going to see his plan completely. He just shows us a part of what his plan is. But we need to trust that he will get through it. But sometimes when we get into our troubles, we enter into faith, or we enter into fear. When we fall into fear, we ask ourselves, what will happen? Are we going to get through it? Is there a way out of it? But that fear builds this root and we get stuck in it, and then we get anxiety, we get depression, and so much more just builds on top of that fear. And then you don't know how to get out, and the only way to get out is having faith and trusting that God will bring his righteous hand and carry you out of it. But God says, God is our Heavenly Father, and when you have faith instead of fear in the midst of the storm, he will provide and protect you like a parent will for a little child. He will be there, and a parent knows a child's every need, and God knows our every need. So I'm just here to tell you today that whatever turbulence, storms, or troubles you're going through, know that God is your Heavenly Father, and you are His beloved child.
Come on.